All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Maya? Okay.
I'm here.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my God, you made it. It's another episode of We Did That Shit.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Bibbi.
Hey.
What's up, Maya?
What's going on?
Nothing much. We chilling in the Big Easy.
Can you believe that we are recording live from NOLA?
Live from NOLA.
It's crazy.
I miss recording. How about you?
I missed recording. We definitely missed recording. We haven't recorded in 2.5 weeks?
I know. It seems like forever.
Yeah. But we're back. We are back. We hope that you guys missed us just as much as we missed you. And let's get this thing started. So I would say, how have you been? But we're together.
We coming in the wee hours, leaving in the wee hours, just doing it up for another Essence Festival. It's been lovely.
Yeah, I'm tired as hell, but not too tired to get this podcast recorded and quickly so that we can get out of here and get some oysters because we came to New Orleans to eat.
That's right. And, I didn't even know I liked oysters until... we got them charboiled oysters. I was like, no, thank you. No, I don't eat oysters.
Right.
And they was like, taste them. We was like, And we was like, oh, we going to need another dozen. Thanks.
Right. A dozen is necessary. So, yeah, you know what? If you want to know how I've been.
How you been?
I've been good, actually. Well, you've been with me this weekend, but you haven't been with me.
Well, you was in Mexico.
For all those people that are watching us live, we have someone else coming in. So just don't even pay it no mind. Just keep looking at us and let's just keep going. I went to Mexico for vacation and see this golden tan that I have. And it was... a good time as always. Did a lot of relaxation, chilled with family, laughed, drank, ate. And so now we're in NOLA, laughed, drinking, and eating. And needless to say, I gotta go on a diet.
Well, I'm not even going to call it a diet, but I am serious this time. I just registered for my Fitness Pal again. Going to get my Fitbit from wherever it is. I know it's in my room somewhere.
Again.
Get that out again. I'm serious this time. I am, that's it.
Right. So listen, we just wanted to give you a little bit of information on where we have been because we haven't recorded in 2.5 weeks, and I put out a post on our social media just letting everybody know that we had to take care of some things on the administrative side.
Yes.
We were working.
We were working hard. And then, things changed in the podcast. Like, we were working with other people. We are not working with those people anymore. So it's just me and this one. It's just me and Bibbi. This one. Thing 1, thing 2.
Right. We had to get all of the platforms back up and running. And so we are now
By the way, and we're on Spotify.
Yes, we're now on Spotify. Yes. It's a big thing. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Spotify, iTunes. We are on Pocket Cast, TuneIn. Really, you name it, we are on there. And so I just wanted to let everybody know that when you have adversities, you can overcome them. You can overcome them because we started this thing out with something else in mind. And like I said, We Did That Shit has big things on the rise, and now it's just me and you, and we did the damn thing.
Always.
We doing that shit. It was scary. The change was scary. I will say that. It was like, what? But then I started thinking, we smart as hell.
Right.
And we could do it. And so
we did that shit.
Exactly. So I also want to just say, if you want to start something, whether it be a podcast, no matter what it is, start it. And start it on your own.
Right.
You don't need anybody else. And it's nothing wrong with collabing with people. It's nothing wrong with that. But really, you could do whatever you set your mind to and do it on your own. And that's what we want you to take away always from our podcast. When we say we did that shit, we really mean it.
That's right. And also, if you want to collaborate with someone, you want to go into business with someone, know
who that someone is. Like,
Right.
do your research, ask around, look at dossiers and things like that, because sometimes people are not always who they appear to be. Nice is wonderful, but when you're in business, you have to be about your business.
Exactly.
And that's very important.
Right.
But
but here we are. We
Moving
are
on.
back.
That's
and so
right.
we just wanted to give you that little bit of information. But now it's time to wrap up the weekend of the 2018 Essence Music Festival.
woo, I'm tired. You hear me? I'm tired. My feet's tired. I'm tired.
But did you have a good time, though?
What? I'm still having a good time.
Oh, okay, right. Because we're not leaving until tomorrow, and that's Tuesday. Because today is Monday when we are uploading our episode and recording. So we are going to give you just a little bit of our experience of the 2018 Essence Music Festival.
Yes, especially in comparison, kind of like to other years, because this is the first year that Essence Magazine has been owned by a black person. Essence was recently bought by the former owners of Sundial, which makes the Shea Moisture products.
Right.
And so this is their first Essence Festival as owners of the magazine. And then, of course, there was the Girls Trip movie. So everybody and their grandma was here. Must
Honey.
have been like 18 gazillion million Flossie Posses, but we'll talk about that too. So usually when we come to Essence, we come from Thursday to Tuesday.
Right.
So that's our thing. So that's what we're going to talk about, our experiences.
So where you want to start off?
What's on deck? Let's talk about getting here.
Okay, so
Thank God you got here.
right. Because my flight was delayed crazy. Like, I didn't get to New Orleans until almost 12 a.m. But we made it. One thing I will say that I love about getting to New Orleans during Essence Music Festival is that the planes really are like soul planes.
Yes.
If you have never...
Well, especially for you, because you fly Southwest.
I don't care if you
But I'm just
fly
saying.
American, no matter what it is, it's soul plane.
Yeah, no, this year was my first year with Soul. I fly American. I take the same flight every year. This is the first time that the flight, I think there were only 3 white people on the flight.
I don't know if there was any in one of my flights.
I know it's usually, but Southwest is like a sponsor of the fest and everything. So a lot of people take Southwest.
Why are you like coming down on Southwest?
I'm not
First
coming
of all,
down on
don't
Southwest.
try to
I'm
make
just
it
saying
seem
they're a
like
sponsor.
you up here and I'm down here. Like,
That's not what I'm saying at
you
all.
take
What I'm saying is first of all, Southwest is a sponsor of the Essence Fest. So usually when they hear the advertisements and things like that, that's usually where they go to first. So and I'm just saying, in my experience, you fly from DCA and I fly from Philadelphia, which, by the way, I'm telling you, for Essence Fest, the flights from Philadelphia are high as hell, and it gets on my
high
nerves
in general.
But they this was the first year. Usually it's like a nice half and half when I leave, but this time there were only 3. Even when I was waiting, I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Nobody's there, like, it was great. First class, all black people, the whole cabin, all black people. It was wonderful. It was great.
I like that too. It just shows that A, we do travel. No
That's
matter if we
right.
travel to the same place every year, we're going somewhere. And then B, you get all of the, hey girl,
Yes.
look at you, your hair,
right.
and that part of it, the camaraderie of
Yes.
just getting here when people have all the excitement and stuff like that.
Yes.
I love that part of. Now you get your people. You get your people that's like,
Let's just call them first timers. They ain't never been nowhere,
I mean, I'm trying to be nice, but yeah, you get your
First
people
timers.
who never have been anywhere and who are acting crazy, but for the most part, Essence is all love, it's all positive. So getting here, the positivity starts soon as you get on the plane.
Right.
Moving on.
The hotel.
Okay.
Before we get to, so we like to stay at the Hilton or the Intercontinental on St. Charles we think St. Charles Street is very, it's located midway downtown. It's like equidistant from the convention center where all the activities are going on during the day, and the Superdome where all the concerts take place at night.
Right.
So, and we walk everywhere. So, you know,
Everywhere.
Canal Street, Bourbon Street are right behind us. The convention centers 4 or 5 blocks to the left, and the Superdome 4 or 5 blocks to the right. So that's why we like to stay here. And we've been here before. It's not our first time.
We have been here before, but I'm going to just tell you, this will be my last time ever being here.
Yes. The
First of all,
Intercontinental can chuck it up for us.
First of all, here's the thing about the hotels in general. Like, just for all you people who are thinking about coming to Essence, you know, when you come to Essence, you have to do your research as far as the hotels downtown. Don't get caught up in just the name of the hotel or whatever. You really do want something that's equal distance, like Bibbi said, because you do a lot of walking, especially at night when you come from the Superdome and you get out of the concerts. It's not really cabs and stuff like that just outside waiting for you, and it's real hard to get through with Uber or anything like that. So you want to really think about it. Now, if you're a power walker and you want to just do it up, do you. But if you like us, who are always thinking about the heat, the sweat,
the steps,
the balls of your feet hurting, y'all know I told y'all how much I hate diet and exercise, and it ain't nothing changed.
Right.
So you really got to think about that. Now, getting to where we stayed this year, we stayed at the Intercontinental, like Bibbi said, and it was terrible. This year was terrible. I can't wait until I get home to write this email. I'm going to be like the chick, and I'm going to be like Marlon Wayans in White Chick when he was like, I'm going to write a letter, I'm going to write an email, a postcard, a tweet, Instagram, Facebook, a DM, you name it, I'm going to do it, because the service that we had this year was ultra ridiculous, and I don't play that. When you paying more money to go somewhere, literally we paid $600 more than we did last year, all because of Girls Trip movie.
For the same room. Right.
You expect something good, and when you don't get anything good, it's just like, yeah, this is bullshit. But it's just bullshit. And so because of that, I'm writing all of them letters. Just a little tidbit of what happened, just a little thing, you know, a little story. So we leave out. It's like 2 o'clock in the no. It's like, first of all, it was like 1 when we leave out. We leave out. I stop at the front desk. I'm like, yo, we need our room clean because ain't nobody come. The girl had came a couple times at
the crack of dawn,
but we wasn't up.
Room. Yeah.
So it's like, come back. She came back. No, she never came back. So I went downstairs. I'm like, we need our room clean. Cool. We leave out. We come back to get dressed for the concert. Leave back out. Mind you, the room's not clean. Leave back out maybe like 8. They like, I stop at the front desk. Yo, we need the room clean. They say, okay, we're going to send somebody up. Come back from the show before we go back out at 1:30 a.m. Room still not clean. And you think you're going to give me some breakfast vouchers? I don't want no damn eggs. I want to sleep in a clean bed. I don't leave the bed undone at my own damn house. So why would I do it at a place that I'm paying for? So, you know, be on top of these people up here. Keep your foot on their neck, because at the end of the day, you're paying for a service, and I want my service.
And then when they did come to clean a room, they did a shitty ass job, and it was just like terrible. But the first room, you weren't even here, because when I checked in, they gave us a room. The room, I walked into the room, it was like Antarctica. Like, what is going on? So I went over to the thermostat, and the thermostat was on 50.
Sorry, people.
And I was like, well, what the hell? So I turned, the thermostat up to 68, because, that's a nice air-conditioned temp.
Well, hot-ass New Orleans.
As the room was warming up, I started to smell an odor. And I'm like, oh, what, they trying to freeze the shit out of here?
I wasn't here yet.
I'm like, oh no. So I had to call, and then, so they gave us another room. I had to turn the heat up a little bit to make sure it wasn't stinking. But they act like it was my fault that their room was nasty, but the room smelled like mildew. And I come here to have a good time, not inhale black mold. I'm just saying. So
black mood.
That's what I didn't come for that.
Right. So you know what? Let's move on. When you just do your due diligence and trying to find you a good hotel, trying to find you a hotel that got good staff. You know, we would plug the Intercontinental normally, but don't stay here. Now your experience might be different than ours because we've been here years and years and years, and we've had good experiences. But this year, it's a no. I'm going to lay that manager out in that email when I get home. But let's move on. So you want to talk about the girls' trips?
Well,
the girl trippers?
The girl trippers. So if you go back, because this is your first time listening, welcome, thank you. But our very first episode, the topic was girls trip. And yay or nay. So Maya is yay for girls trips. Nah, me not so much. So I just want to say that, you know, we knew that the movie was going to bring in more people, but when I tell you,
I could have never.
There were like 18 million, not people, but 18 million like Flossie Posses.
Yeah.
Like how many Flossie Posses can you spot at Essence Fest 2018? Like it was a lot.
And here's the thing, though. It was a lot. But on the one hand, and it's a little shorthand. It's not a big hand. On the shorthand, it was like, oh, look at y'all. Y'all all came to Essence. You having a good time. We once was first timers, too. And our first time, we was like, oh, look at this, look at that, look at this. And so, you know, you got that first time experience. So we was like I said, we was first timers. That's cool. But on the big hand of things, it's like, I don't want to wait 3 hours to eat because the Flossie Posse crew tried to get together at the 2018 Essence Music Festival.
That's true. And I always say, like, my first experience at Essence was a great experience.
Mine too.
It was
hence the reason why I'm back.
It was a great experience. I did a lot of things. And I was with people who were very experienced. So, I always say that, you know, every black person should experience Essence at least once. Like if you like music or festivals or whatever, even if you don't, because I didn't think this would be something that I liked.
Right.
But I say everybody should experience it at least once. It's just that I don't want everybody to experience it at the same time, like at least once. So it's just like, I want you to come. I want you to have the good fun like we had. And I want you to do all those things. But I mean, like everybody was here at the same time. Usually we're used to waiting at restaurants. It's like you're just used to it because you know it's a lot of people. But the waits this year were like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours was great. It's like go there, put your name in, go shopping because they gonna text you, you know, when your table is ready.
And the thing is this: we try our best to get out to the local spots, and I mean the local spots like in the neighborhood, you know. But what happens is you get one person that has been, and then they tell their friends, "Yo, when you go next year, make sure you go to Leroy's up in, you know, the hood." And so then when you go back, everybody's at Leroy's, and that's the way it goes. But the one thing, you know, about NOLA and Essence in general is you're supporting black businesses, right? You know, so you want to go to Leroy's. You don't give a shit how long the wait is, right? Because Leroy's got the best chicken. You don't want to go to the spots that's like, you know, downtown or whatever. They got some good spots, but you want to go out into the neighborhoods. And one thing I will say about this year, we got to meet some good people in those lines in those neighborhood spots. We gave out so many of these this year. Yes. For those who can't see us but are listening to us, we had postcards made, you know, to give out at Essence, just telling who we are, following us on social media. Don't forget to do that. You know, we did that shit podcast on all social media sites. And yeah, we got to meet a lot of good people. We got to subscribe some new people. So that's a plus.
Right.
You know.
And some of the Flossie Posses had really, really cute t-shirts. They were very creative. Some of them did. They were like really creative. They had the glitter going on, the gold, warning, this is a girl's trip. You know, watch out for this and that. Some of them had fanny packs. You know, they went really doing it up. So,
no, the funniest thing was the people yesterday that had the royal blue shirts on, and they had Flossie Posse in it. You know, we was just calling them Flossie Posses because they were called Flossie Posses in the movie, and then they all came together. So we just started calling them Flossie Posses, but they really had Flossie Posse on the back of their shirts, like really. They was serious. Yeah, so that was the group. So we had fun, and I know a whole lot of other people had fun, but there were a lot of newbies. Like, in fact, everybody we talked to, they said it was their first time. I think just yesterday I met somebody who said it was their second time here at the Essence Fest. So let's talk about the convention center.
Yeah, we can talk. So the convention center is where they have, everything. They have vendors, they have food, they have displays, they have shows. That's where all the big sponsors put up their displays. They give out nice bags and freebies and giveaways, and you can take pictures. And one thing I really like about the convention center though is that for people who come on a budget, you can really stay there all day and not have to spend any money
and get free
and
stuff.
Get all kinds of free stuff and like have stuff to do. So that's what I really do like about the convention center. And it's open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because it takes us all 3 days to get around to everything, and I'm sure we didn't even see everything.
No, because we was too busy shopping the whole damn time.
Oh my gosh, I must be depressed or something. I bought too much shit. It's like ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with me.
Is that depression?
Usually, like, what am I trying to, I didn't need anything, but I was like, ooh, this is nice. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, this is nice. It's ridiculous. Now, next week, I'll be moving in with you.
Can't nobody live with me. I'm not the roommate type. I ain't the come over and stay, get yourself together type. I'm not that type. I will help people out. I'm talking shit. I will help you out, but not really. Not really. I like to be alone. But anyway, the convention center is really nice, and it's something for everybody. Something for the kids, something for the older people. People our age. Is really something for everybody. You have all of your celebrities that come over there. They have different panels of people, and they talk about everything from health and fitness to depression to Black empowerment. Everything
Business,
is centered around
everything.
Everything is centered around us. It's really FUBU. It's really for you, by us. It really is, and that. If you could take away anything from the Essence Music Festival experience, that's what you could take away from it. That'll be the recurring thread through the through this podcast, is that you could take away that the positivity, the camaraderie, just the empowerment of Black people. And so the convention center is you could also meet some people over there, men or women, if you into that thing.
Right.
Don't listen to me.
Whatever.
But I'm just saying you could do that too.
It's all here.
Yeah, so it's a good time, and people are dancing. Like, you really walking through there. It's a party from the time you walk in to the time. Think Electric Slide, Frankie Beverly and Maze. From the time you walk in to the time you leave. That's really how it is. It's never a dull moment.
That's true. And remember, Frankie Beverly used to close out Essence every year for a long time. Yeah.
Then his ass couldn't sing no more.
Right.
And so they was like, Frankie, you gotta sit down.
We gotta let you go.
And then they start bringing other people in. Then people was complaining. They brought Frankie on back as non-singing ass. But one thing, so certain, two things for sure. Frankie's ass will always make some money because people will be singing his songs.
Yes.
I had to really sit back and think about that one day. Like, I paid you to come to your show to perform.
Right.
But you do it. You do it. They ain't made an album since the 60s. and they still rocking. So, that's
right.
a good-ass group. But, yeah, good times.
Yeah, so speaking of still rocking, the concerts. Now, some people come to Essence and they don't go to the concerts. They have other things going on, like just the convention center during the day. They also have a lot of day parties. And then also, New Orleans is a big tourist spot. So there's other things to do.
You could go to swamp tours.
Yeah.
People come to New Orleans to go to goofy-ass plantations, which I never understood. But you could do that too.
But to me, if you come into the Essence Festival, you gotta go. It's the Essence Music Festival. You have to go to the concerts.
Yeah.
So, we go to the concerts. We go all 3 nights to the concerts, regardless of the lineups.
Right.
But this year,
they rocked out. When we say that the black people took over, they took over Essence Music Festival and they rocked out. Hey, everybody that's watching us on live. They rocked out this year because of the way that they did the concert. So usually they got a lineup and you might have like Mary J Blige, Fantasia, let's just say who else who's been here in the past, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Beyonce, whoever.
Maxwell.
And they have their time, they come out, they do what they do, and then they're off. They got their 30 minutes, their hour, whatever. This year, how they did it was they had like so Teddy Riley. He did a New Jack Swing experience where he brought out everybody he had High Five, he had SWV, Genuine, Tank, Guy. First of all, Guy, let me tell you something. Aaron Damn Hall. Okay. When I was younger, I really sat back and thought about it. Like, I must have really been into like dark skinned men with bald heads or something. Because I was like, hey, Aaron, look at you. Aaron looking a little crazy, but he sounded a little crazy. No, he don't.
Yes, he did.
No, he don't. He was hollering.
No, he wasn't. He was singing.
He was hollering, singing.
I enjoy Aaron.
I enjoyed him too because it's Aaron Hall. But
he was doing well. He did well. Well, he did well.
Don't see my face. People listening, you can't see my face.
Aaron was singing like I still got it. He trying to get on the main stage for next year.
Aaron Hall. First of all, Aaron Hall. They got a set. You know what I mean? They practiced this. Aaron Hall interrupted the set and was like, yeah, I'm going to sing a little bit of my own song. No, this is the Guy reunion, not the Aaron Hall reunion.
Right.
Don't matter. He was out there and he sang a little bit of I Miss You. It was decent. We loved it.
Right.
We loved it, you know. So anyway, they had Guy, they had Keith Sweat. You name it, they brought out special guests. Then another night they had Queen Latifah.
Oh,
Queen Latifah, that was the ladies' first reunion. She brought out Brandy. They did the remix. So they had Yo-Yo, MC Light, Moni Love. She had who else?
Salt and Pepper.
Remy Ma came out with a little baby bump.
Yes.
It was cute. And Nikki D, Roxanne Shante, even though she ain't performed, but she came out. It was, when I say live, it was live. It was dope as hell.
Yes.
Just to see all of those artists, female artists, getting along. And oh my God, Missy Elliott.
Oh my goodness.
You talking about a crowd roar.
Yes.
You know, everybody loves freaking Missy Elliott, and Missy don't disappoint. She performed her ass off, you know, hopping around. She had me tired. I was like, damn, I gotta get in shape.
Well, Maya goes to every concert, dances and sings every song. And when the people around her aren't doing the same thing, yeah, she's irked.
First of all,
she is irked. And she's like, what's wrong with these other people? People get on my nerves. Why are you even coming to the concerts?
Why did you come?
She was upset because we were in the dead section instead of just enjoying the show.
First of all, I enjoy the show. I'm standing up the whole time.
Yes, the whole time.
I am singing every song. I paid my money. Yes. And if you're not standing up, don't sit in the back of me and be like, I can't see. And your ass ain't going to see.
Exactly.
Not when I'm standing there and I'm tall. I'm tall and I'm standing up the whole time. So get with it or, you know, get lost. So, and like I said, the lineup was crazy. So this year we was I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the Roots.
Oh my goodness, Philly. So, and I mean, was Questlove? He was the whole
damn near
time.
2 hours. Ain't took a break. He was just up there.
Like it wasn't even nothing. Song after song.
And do he use hairspray? Because that pick never moved.
I know.
It never moved, like, at all.
I didn't realize he was that big.
He ain't big.
Yes, he is.
He ain't Dave Hollister big.
Oh, well, not maybe a Dave Hollister big.
Oh, they have Blackstreet, Snoop. So let's talk about
Drop
Snoop.
It like it's hot.
Let me tell you
Drop
something.
it like it's hot. Praise the
Snoop
Lord.
Dogg.
Okay.
You know he got a gospel album.
Because he's spiritual.
Right. So Snoop done made a reggae album. He done made a gospel album. He done it up with everything.
Right.
Snoop came out. He performed all his hits. Gin and Juice, Drop It Like It's Hot, Sexual Seduction.
Right.
He did it up.
Right.
And so after he performed the last
it was Drop It Like It's Hot.
Oh, Drop It Like It's Hot, Drop It Like It's Hot, everybody into it. And then he was like, now introducing Mr. Fred Hammond.
It was like something. He was like,
I was just saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And then you like, now introducing Fred Hammond. It's like, okay. And this is the beauty of black people and Essence, because people is out there like, I'm twerking. Care for me. Bounce music twerking. Right. And then when Fred Hammond came, we doing it up. Like, this is church, now it's church.
Late in the midnight.
Right.
God's going to turn it around. I mean, we just flipped the switch just like he did.
And it was like, and this is what we doing.
Yes.
And this is what we're doing now. So the wait a minute. The queen, the icon, the living legend, Janet Jackson, shut that thing down.
What?
Between her and Mary.
I gotta get my life together.
Mary, every year, no matter what, if you don't come to a Mary J Blige concert and you're not like engrossed in the music, you're not singing every lyric, if you're not dancing, if you're not up like acting like when you got your arms behind your back and you kind of like rubbing on yourself like back in the day when you was looking like you was old school dancing with somebody, if you're not doing that, I'm just saying, remember when you used to do that when you was a kid and you put your, my arms is a little bigger now, but you used to put your, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Kind of like hugging yourself.
Okay.
You ain't do that?
No.
When you was like acting like you was slow.
What movie is that? The Wood? When he was dancing with the rabbit?
Like that. Not, I wasn't dancing with no damn rabbit,
saying,
but I was definitely doing the slow grind,
With yourself?
For the dollar party. It's practicing. For the dollar parties that I was going to go to.
Okay.
Fast dance. But anyway, Mary J. Blige, she killed, she performs, sings, dance. You know how she be hopping up and down.
I mean, hopping up and down like, I gotta get my life together. They both older than me.
And Janet Jackson is just like perfection. I mean, perfection. She can't do no wrong. Janet got up there. She did all of the dances from If to Rhythm Nation. I mean, you name it, she did it. Anytime, any place, she sang the hits.
She sang. And I think she was very personable.
She was
so
and this
personable.
isn't my first time seeing her in concert, and she was more personable now. I think that when you go through public things, your daddy just died, you got a divorce, you got this new baby, and like becoming a mother, even though I'm not a mother, becoming a mother just changes you. It changes you sometimes for the better, and sometimes it changes you for the worse. Right. But if you are a decent person and a good mother, it changes you for the better. And I think that it definitely has changed Janet Jackson, where she's like, I can be vulnerable now because I'm 50. Like, I don't have nothing to prove. I am Janet Jackson.
Exactly. And she said it. She when she was talking about her dad, and people were talking about, her dad was mean or whatever, that wasn't your dad, number one. And she said it. She said, if it wasn't for him, we were just a regular black family from Gary, Indiana. and we became a success all around the world. Because of their dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was really, and that goes to show that if you put the work in,
Mm-hmm.
if you do the work, you know, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. If you do the work, you will be a success too. It was.
Yes, beloved.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And that's why I'm back on my fitness pal and all of that, because I'm telling you, they showed me up. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, just like, I know they have comfort trainers and all that kind of stuff, whatever, but I was tired just dancing for them.
I was too. I ain't gonna hold you. After Janet Jackson, I was like a little out of breath because I felt myself doing the move. If I was your girl, you know, if you've been checking out our Instagram stories and our Facebook stories, we've been giving you a little bit of singing on there. You know, told you we doing big things. You never know if you gonna come and see us in a damn concert.
Well, not me, because I can't sing.
Well, that's true.
At all.
But yeah,
like,
the concerts were everything. This year, the way that they did the concerts, keep it up, Essence, because we really enjoyed
the
everything.
Concerts, yeah, the concert styles was right where it's at.
And that's it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so listen, to wrap this up, we have to talk about the food. We have to talk about the food.
If you are a foodie and you have never been to New Orleans, like, start planning right. Like get your shit together, map out a plan, and get here. Because when I tell you, now I'm not even into the jumbo Cajun type, you know, stuff.
No?
No, I don't like all that super hot, spicy, Cajun, everything like that. And to me, I know that they love them, and no disrespect, but a po' boy is a sandwich. It's a hoagie. Like, I'm not into that. But in New Orleans, I eat things that I won't or don't or haven't eaten. I ate an egg.
And it was delicious.
And it was a poached egg. With a runny yolk.
First of all,
and it was delicious.
I didn't know what a poached egg was. He said what a poached egg was. I said, I don't know if I eat that, but go ahead on and bring it out, you know. And
I mean,
he brought it out, changed my life. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be home poaching no eggs, but it changed my damn life. New Orleans is rich in culture. It's rich in flavor, and that is from all different people, you know, but also all different flavors of food. It's so good that even when you go down and you just go to buy some rubs, the way that they explain it to you, they like, no, baby, you gotta put the, you know, it's like you be so mesmerized, like, yeah, one of them. Yeah. You know, what's that, pickled eggs? What was that, pickled okra? I don't even eat okra, but that pickled okra and them onions putting together, you know.
Slamming.
So you have to experience the food. Some of the places that we love to go to when we come down here is Willie Mae's.
Love
for that
Willie
fried
Mae's,
chicken.
That fried chicken, yes.
We love to go to Commander's Palace.
Yes.
It's like one of the 5-star restaurants here in New Orleans.
Commander's Palace is world renowned.
Yeah, a lot of the chefs in the world, they have studied or started off at Commander's Palace, and it is delicious. I mean, it's foo-foo and everything, but it's well worth it.
Yes,
it is delicious.
Really is good.
Yeah,
the Quarter Two Sisters has a very good brunch.
Yeah,
very good brunch. We like it there.
That Quarter Two Sisters brunch. First of all, I ain't never had so much food. Yeah. It's so much food. It's just like you get full as soon as you walk through the door. You could be the hungry as a damn anything. You walk through the door and you see all of the food that they give you, because they not only give you the buffet, but then they give you an entree.
Right.
Which is crazy as hell.
Right.
And so what else?
Acme Seafood Company.
Drago's is a must. I mean, come on, how can you live?
Ruby Slipper. Oh my!
Y'all love the ruby slipper. I like it, but
no, that corned beef hash. That's the best corned beef hash I ever had in my life. And before I leave the city, I go home with like 4 servings of it.
And that's the truth.
And I gotta have. Oh my gosh, that's the best corned beef hash I ever had in my life, with a real corned beef brisket and soft, buttery red potatoes. Oh my gosh, yes.
I want some right now.
Me too. We right around the corner. Can't even go there because they close at 2. They was like, I ain't messing with y'all all day. But yeah, Ruby Slipper, we really like. Bertha's.
First of all, Bertha's, that chicken, it's nothing else to say. I can end it like that.
That chicken at
Bertha's is a
Bertha's.
local bar. It's like a local, little spot. Go in there, you get all the locals, you get the bounce music, you get the just a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Bertha's put it on you.
Yeah. That definitely was an inside laugh. Because Bertha's does put it on you. You can get a good drink. You can get a good meal. You could get some good music. And you get to hang out with some good people. You know, like they have their problems in New Orleans like every other place. But when you go,
city, that's right.
when you go, you really feel like you at home. I feel like I'm at a spot in my own hood, having a good time, laughing, joking, getting up with the drunks. And, just doing it. You get a good ass meal for cheap. That's the spot you want to go to.
Right. So speaking of good ass time, Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street is always lit.
Lit
I mean lit. Like if you just want to go and be lit, go to Bourbon Street. But if you want to go and have a good time, Frenchman Street, that's where they have all like the little live bands, supper club type of things, whatever. Frenchman Street is what it's hitting for. That's where we're going tonight.
We are.
We're hanging out.
Soon as we can finish this podcast.
Wrap up this podcast. We're going to get us some charbroiled oysters and go down to Frenchman Street.
Get us a little adult beverage. and listen to some live music and have us a good time. And don't fault us because the podcast is late. It's late because we are in New Orleans. wrapping up the 2018.
With y'all. Right.
Wrapping up the 2018 Essence Music Festival. And so again, we just wanted to give you a little bit of information of some of the stuff that we did this weekend, some of the places that we visited and the good times that we had. We enjoyed all the Flossie Posses. We hope that they come back next year. They probably come back different next year because they had the experience. I will say this, Essence ain't for everybody. It's one of them type of things either you love or you hate. And I've never met a person that says that they hate it, meaning you will love it. You'll want to come back, but as Bibbi said, every black person should experience it at least one time.
Right. And even if it's not your thing, because I really did not think that I would like Essence. And my best friend drugged me down here the first year I came. And I was like, I don't do that, all those crowds, all those people. But when I tell you, I had the time of my life. And here's a little secret. I have never been to a concert outside of Essence. I have never been to, what do we have at home? The Spectrum, Wells Fargo. I've never been to any concert there or anything. I've only been to the concerts at the Dome.
Okay.
Or when we was going to the Hoodies. That's a concert.
Yeah, it's a concert. Of course it is.
It wasn't a. It was like
because people perform.
Oh, okay. Oh no, and so Las Vegas and here is the only concerts I've ever been to because, but I'm going to add to my repertoire because I'm following Stevie Wonder. So anyway, it was great, and we met a lot of people here. And if this is your first time listening, welcome and thank you for checking us out. We did pass out a lot of cards. We met a lot of nice people from Miami and Kansas City, Missouri, and San Diego and Houston. Oh, quite a few people from Houston. Some
I might have
Jersey
found me a
people.
husband in Houston.
Yeah, we just.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm getting to the age where you want to take care of me, I'll let you. That's a joke.
Then.
That's a joke.
All right, so are we going to do personal journals?
I think that we should do personal journals since it's our first time back in so long. You want to start or you want me to start?
I can start.
Go ahead, man.
So on our last episode, my personal journal, I said I was giving myself permission. And I'm a kind of person that when I make a decision, I have to rehearse it a lot. So I have to rehearse. I have to rehearse give myself permission. So when things happen, it's like okay to go and do it because, you know, either I want to or whatever, and not be responsible for other people. And I just want to say, in my personal journal, that has really done something for me. And I am giving myself more permission to be unapologetically me. No one else can be me. And
I hope not.
Well, you know, people do try. And now when here at Essence, even when I'm busy on vacation gives me another perspective on how I'm going to go home and, you know, live my life. So even though there are all kinds of people here, and what our boys say, you can find everything from Gucci to Hoochie.
Gucci to Hoochie, and he ain't lying.
He wasn't lying. So there was a lot of people here, but, you know, some people were doing great things. Some people, not really my thing. But I want to be unapologetically me. And I learned to appreciate me more. And I'm giving myself permission to be and do me. And so that's my personal journal for this week.
I love it. Give yourself permission, girl.
Yes.
Because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. That's for damn sure.
Yes.
For real. People take advantage of your ass, but they will. So give yourself permission.
I've been there too, because you know I'm nice.
As hell. As hell. And before I get into my personal journal, I just want to talk about how nice Bibbi is. I'm telling these people at this damn hotel what they doing wrong. She telling me, oh well, my ass. You're wrong. And I'm not paying for you to be wrong. I'm so sorry.
They were wrong.
I'm understanding to a point now. Come on.
They were wrong. But, you know, I just feel like everybody doesn't have to get the wrath. You get to the root.
No, we did get to the root.
Right.
The room wasn't clean, and then you told me that it was, and so you lied.
Well, that he lied.
Okay,
the root was the manager guy.
Right.
So we didn't have to, you know, yell at everybody else.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
we did.
Yes.
But anyway, let's get off of that because I know everybody that listens to the podcast on a regular basis is always like Maya's always going off, and you're damn right. But anyway,
you did pay a lot of money.
Hello,
I know. Okay.
Hello, Flossie Posse's had us doing it up with the cost of Essence this year. You know, everything doubled.
We didn't have a Flossie Posse to split the bill with.
Hello. We are the damn Flossie Posse. I need some other people added onto my posse. So if you're listening to this podcast and you want to go half on Essence next year, holler at us. You know what I'm saying? We need a little couple of hours.
She is lying because she know good well ain't going to be too many people in this room. But go ahead.
In the room, but you could. That's true. Listen. Okay, so my personal journal for this week is you know, I think of my personal journals on the fly. Like when we start recording, I'm always like, what do I want my personal journal to be? I think that I want my personal journal to be though is not to be, I'm happy with myself being open. Because one thing this podcast has done, it has made me extremely open. Now, I have a lot of friends. I talk about my friends on the show. I have a lot of friends and close friends. None of my friends, I mean, if I call you my friend, none of my friends are like, she like half-assed my friend. Once I start calling you my friend, you in for life. It's like a damn gang. Ain't no getting out. You know what I'm saying? Unless you cross me in a certain kind of way. And the people who I call my friends, they not going to do that. So I have a lot of friends, meaning that I'm open, but when I say open, I mean like shaking hands and kissing babies. The podcast has made me open to doing that. Just being out here this weekend, you know, chatting with people, subscribing people to the podcast, you know, just telling people about the podcast, telling people who we are, basically like selling ourselves. And my ass be hot. At Essence. So I ain't really trying to sit out and shake hands and kiss babies. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to sit there and fan myself with one of these postcards and not give them out.
Right.
However, we had to do what we had to do. And my girlfriend who came with us, Tiffany, she is the executive vice president of fan relations.
I'm telling you.
We did that shit because she was doing it up. She was like, give them a flyer, give them a card, let them know who you are.
Right.
We waiting in line, talk to these people, you know. And so I had to get out of my heat stroke and do what I had to do. And so I'm proud of myself for being open, and I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to grow the podcast. Like I said, when we first started off, we had some snafus, but we are back, and hopefully we're back and stronger than ever. So continue to be open, continue to enjoy recording the show, continue to learn more things in regards to the show, how we can make the show, how we can improve the show. And that's what I want to do for my personal journal for this week. I really want to do that, continuing. But if I have to choose something as my personal journal, that's what I'm going to do.
All right. That was a good personal journal. Because you caught on to the little... Hey, how you doing?
Right.
He disappeared.
Right. Standing there looking around like a damn bump on a log. But yeah.
It all worked out.
It did. And we can't wait until the 2019 Essence Music Festival prayerfully will be here, and we hope that the podcast is so big that we'll be doing more with Essence.
Right.
I'm speaking that into existence right now.
Okay.
We're recording about Essence and about our experience this year, but next year we want to be a part of the festival. How about that? Okay.
I'm gonna need some Red Bulls. Because this is the little bit of stuff we do now. We be doing it up. And these people be working. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Yes, that's no small feat. But I'm digging. Just like we said we're going to record webcasts at Essence.
We did it.
And we did it. And next year you spoke it. That's what it's going to be. Okay?
Yep.
So...
we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, always remember that we are here, and we are here to stay this time. No more breaks, maybe not as long of a break anyway. So follow us on all social media platforms. Remember that you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at We Did That Shit. Again, it's one word, We Did That Shit, and we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We want to say welcome to all you first-time listeners and all of the people that's been hanging with us through this journey for the last 6 months or 7 months, however long it's been. Remember that if you have anything that you want us to talk about, you liking the show, you not liking the show, you think it's something that we can improve on, hit us up on our email, wedidthatshit@gmail.com. It's wedidthatshit, one word, @gmail.com. Remember, you can always follow me on my personal Twitter. I'm at mymy13. That's MYMY13.
And I'm at Bibbi Amina. That's BIBBIAMINA.
We hope that you enjoyed our 2018 Essence Music Festival wrap up. Hey, everybody who's watching us live.
Shout out to the person that says they're going to be our IT person next year.
Oh.
All right,
okay.
Now. Goals. I like it.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll be here same time next week. Well, not this same time. Hopefully we'll be up earlier, but we'll be here next Monday. Remember, it's a new episode that drops every Monday. We'll be here next week. We hope that you'll be here with us.
Remember, give yourself permission to be great. Do that shit.
What happened to I love you?
I love you, Maya.
Oh, my goodness. Bye, guys.
You don't love me.
I love you, too. My bad.
Maya don't love me, y'all. Terrible. Terrible.